Most of us by now have probably seen this set of screenshots going around about MAGA Mike Johnson supposedly trying to chit-chat it up with the man on Grindr. So for this set of screenshots, I'm going to call him MMM. And MMM says, "What luxurious hair you have." And the luxurious hair man says, "Thank you. I would return the favor in giving you a compliment, but I don't know what you look like." Then allegedly, supposedly, MMM says, "Are you in town for a couple of days visiting DC?" And then the man with the luxurious hair says, "Yes, I am. Are you offering me a tour?" And then MMM allegedly, supposedly says, "I can give you one. I have a few contacts. We can go to the Dabney for dinner and then back to my place. And I could really pleasure you down below while pulling on that luxurious hair." And then the man with the luxurious hair says, "Oh, straightforward, I see. LOL, especially from a man who won't show his face." Then down here at the bottom, MMM allegedly, supposedly says, very discreet, "Here, man with a few kids, not trying to mess up my situation." And that's how we got here. Do we know if this is real or not? Absolutely not. We do not know. I've definitely tried to scroll social media. I've tried to scroll the Google. I've tried to see if there was any evidence that backed this up. I haven't yet. But still, we got to report on the news as it comes. Now, I don't know if those text messages are true, but what I do know, Grindr dating app crashes in Milwaukee during RNC. Everything we know. Grindr dating app because they were out there really searching for some loving while in Milwaukee. Love, or at least a spike of users on the man-loving man dating app Grindr, was reportedly in the Milwaukee air this week while the Republican National Convention was in town. Over 1,000 users reported a Grindr outage in the Milwaukee area around 4 p.m. on Tuesday, according to Down Detector, a website that collects online service status information. The Grindr app also allegedly experienced problems in the Cream City on Thursday. Is it really Cream City? Is that really? That can't be true. Cream City? Woo, okay. They were having trouble in Cream City, the fourth and final day of the RNC, as well as in Chicago, Los Angeles, and New York. However, Grindr official status updates show there hasn't been an outage since May. Nevertheless, a Grindr user who did not want to be identified told the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel that he noticed an influx of anonymous users this week. On any given day, you'll go there and see a headless torso or a blank profile, the man told the outlet Thursday. The source explained that a headless photo on someone's Grindr profile usually means the person is looking for a fling and not a relationship. On a normal day, the Grindr user said he usually comes across around 10 users who don't show their face, but claimed he stopped counting at 50 anonymous profiles when he checked the app Thursday. Let me tell you something. Just come out the closet, boys. Come on, it's fun. You can be gay and conservative, he added. But look, Grindr is already outing you anyway, based on the hits. And guess who is in town? It's all you conservatives. So me putting this article right after I posted those supposed text messages, does it mean that I'm connecting the two? Absolutely not. Not allegedly, supposedly, or probably not at all. It's just me sharing an article from last July. This wouldn't be the first time Grindr saw increased traffic in cities hosting the RNC. In 2016, the Cleveland area saw a 66% increase in Grindr traffic while the convention was in town, according to a Vice article. Comparatively, Grindr hotspots like Times Square, Capitol Hill, Disneyland, and South Beach, Florida did not see any comparable traffic increase at that time. The fact that those are hotspots anyway, Disneyland, South Beach, that's definitely alarming. Red flag, red flag. Now, I'm not saying anything in this article connects to those previous two things that I talked about, but Mike and his wife Kelly, they have been really deep in conversion therapy, trying to convert the LGBTQ people to being straight. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that this was an article and that we needed to talk about it. Yes, I know it's from 2023, but we might as well talk about it now. Kelly Johnson, wife of Speaker of the House Mike Johnson, runs a Christian counseling organization named Onward Christian Counseling, presumably after the 1865 hymn, Onward Christian Soldiers. The Christian nationalism flavor of this well-known hymn is an apt match to the type of counseling Johnson provides. Onward Christian Counseling specializes in covenant marriages and advocates the belief that homosexuality is comparable to bestiality and incest, according to its operating documents. A covenant marriage is a legal form of marriage in which the marrying couple agrees to more limited grounds for divorce, typically abuse, a felony with jail time, or adultery. Conversion therapy is any attempt to change a person's sexual orientation, gender identity, or gender expression. Kelly Johnson is not a therapist. She is a pastoral counselor. There is no asterisk on the website, which was taken down 2 days after the Huffington Post ran a story about it. That alerts potential clients that the center is not a certified therapy practice. In fact, Kelly is heavily credentialed on the site, listed as a licensed pastoral counselor, a certified temperament counselor, professional clinical member of the National Christian Counselors Association, president of Onward Christian. Okay, just a bunch of stuff, just a bunch of things. But it says at the bottom, nothing says, oh, by the way, these certifications are not medical certifications. They are religious certifications. Conversion therapy, a discredited practice. Conversion therapy is opposed by all major medical organizations and prohibited in 20 states. Yet Christian nationalists and their allies and extreme religious groups believe that individuals can change their sexual orientation or gender identity, either through prayer or other religious efforts or through so-called reparative or conversion therapy. According to a recent report by the Williams Institute of Law at UCLA, of the LGBTQ plus adults in the United States who have experienced conversion therapy, an estimated 81% received it from a religious leader and 31% received it from a medical professional. The National Alliance on Mental Illness clearly states, conversion therapy is a discredited practice focused on changing an individual's sexual orientation or gender identity. It is not an evidence-based treatment and is opposed by all major medical organizations. According to multiple sources, minors are especially vulnerable to these types of therapy due to continuing discrimination and societal bias against LGBTQ plus people. Survivors of conversion therapy experience much higher levels of depression, anxiety, drug use, homelessness, as well as significantly higher rates of self-harm and self-deletion. And one more completely unrelated story. Did you know that MAGA Mike Johnson and Kelly had a fake adopted black son that they fake adopted when he was 14 years old? Right here. But this fake adopted son doesn't show up in any of his family photos anymore. And when he was running for Speaker of the House, people were like, where's your fake adopted son? Now, I don't know if anything happened untoward with this young man, but I do know that they had that conversion therapy practice, and I'm not making any connections at all. But lots of outlets were asking, why doesn't the new House Speaker include his fake adopted black son in his shared family photos? All right, so we are wondering, where is this dude? MAGA Mike Johnson, a Louisiana Republican congressman, has had a meteoric rise to power after becoming the new Speaker of the House. But Representative Johnson is facing scrutiny over his fake adopted black son, Michael. On the Republicans' official House website, his son is not included in the family picture. Johnson's bio also neglects to even give mention to his fake adoptive son, reading, Mike and his wife Kelly, a former school teacher from Webster Parish and now a licensed pastoral counselor, has been married since 1999 and have 4 children, Hannah, Abigail, Jack, and Will. Today they reside in Bossier Parish. Some have even questioned the veracity of Michael's existence. Johnson's office responded, telling Newsweek, when Speaker Johnson first ran for Congress in 2016, he and his wife Kelly spoke to their son Michael, who they took in as newlyweds when he was 14. At the time of the Speaker's election to Congress, Michael was an adult with a family of his own. Corinne Day, Johnson's communication director, stated he has asked not to be involved in their new public life. The Speaker has respected that sentiment throughout his career and maintains a close relationship to Michael to this day. So as I put this out there, I am really wondering what kind of relationship they really had to fake adopt this young man and all of the things that I have posted in this video. Let me know what you think about all of these completely unrelated articles in one video. Join the conversation. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.